I watched this morning. I watched Jalen, and one of the first things she did while sitting on the floor of her Cracker Barrel.
Not Cracker Barrel. I have a lot more antiques than Cracker Barrel. You sit in a shed for hours, not even in your house. Why?
She threw a bunch of papers at what looked like a butter churn. Yes.
Yes, you got it, Mina. Ding, ding, ding. It was a butter churn.
This is about the RO, and the fallout from the RO is hard fucking core. These Karens are fucking.
I don't understand, right, Mina, why you would make fun of someone who has depression and anxiety when you're a counselor. Or were a counselor. Because you're not a counselor anymore.
Yeah, congratulations to you. Like, once they heard the actual evidence instead of Jalen boo-hooing, like, you know, Jalen, if he had been able to show up the first time, you might not have to go through this time because you would have gone through it the first time. Okay, bitch?
You sit in a shed making fun of people all the time. And you're calling me a bitch? And congratulating someone that came to my home.
Bear Mason. She should really not take on people's speech.
Hey, DOA, is the only reason you cared about this RO because it kept on coming up when you got pulled over? Do ROs work like that?
And he admits dodging service and knew about it the whole time.
Never heard of that. But I've never had a restraining order, so maybe they do. Can we all go see Christmas lights?
Direwolf making the comment, oh, I'll go to Fort Wayne now. And then you've got MT Native thinking it's so much fun. It wasn't fun for me at all.
I don't know.
Oh, that's real crying too, huh? Not fake at all.
Yes, Taylor, real crying when someone was stalking my home, coming here twice, and talking about coming here again in 2024.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, see, you have to have an actual case to get legal shit done.
2.5 years of this crap. Nobody's talking about you, bitch.
Calling me a bitch, Mina, when you support someone that's come to my home twice. You didn't know he was talking about me in 2024, saying he was going to come here again while he was in LA, and then saying he needed to be restrained.
And I don't feel like I deserved any of it. Oh my God. What did I do?
Well, we don't have time to go into that. You're a scumbag.
No, you support a scumbag that came to my home twice.
Also, I don't think Scott's going to Fort Wayne every weekend, is he?
No. One said, hey, rather be the raping his mom and the cat. You did that. It was red.
Again, Mina, you weren't in court. You don't know what DOA was saying in court, how he lied. Matt and Oreo never talked about graping his mom.
And he claimed red was part of 76, and he wasn't.
He was. He absolutely was.
Coffee mug with his mom's face on it, right?
No coffee mug with his mom's face on it, Mina. You need to get your story straight. And if you don't know the truth, don't freaking make it up like you have been doing.
A birthday cake with his mom's face on it.
No face on the cake of his mother. What did you do with Santa's mom? Isn't that a penis pic with his mom's on it? What if someone did that with DOA's mom? Put her picture on one of those. I've seen it out there. And the cake, I don't see Wanda's face on it.
Oh, Jody, this is Jalen. Jalen of Matt and Jalen. Jalen of no pedos. Jalen of fucking
cottage cheese thighs. I heard some people saying, I don't know, maybe, who knows? Just asking.
I actually don't even know how to respond to that. These people are disgusting. Laughing about someone with emotions that they were getting out. Flaunting, I wasn't flaunting anything. I was telling what actually happened and what was lied about.
Like, no reason at all for her to go after an RO for Scott 2 years after fucking fact, except nobody watches me anymore and Cookie's numbers you're dropping and I need my throuple.
Never did this for attention. I don't care about that. The person you support does, though. They care about numbers and how many are watching.
Yeah, first with the travel, she lost. She lost the RO thing. Or DOA won, whichever way you want to put it. You all know why.
Literally justice won. The law worked.
Yeah. Christmas lights. It wasn't. I had 56 videos on a jump drive. What?
56 videos of him screaming how he was going to get Matt fired, which Taylor lied about.
On a trunk drive?
People call Matt's job, and I've never told him. Oh, bitch.
No. He didn't do that. That wasn't Scott.
Matt was demoted from his job, and we lost $60,000.
Well, maybe Matt should have thought of that before he started being an asshole chud and reflecting on his company.
Shut us up. Yep. Jalen, we got your husband fired from his job. Jalen, we got your husband. Jalen, we got your husband fired from his job. Jalen, we got your husband fired from his job.
We? Who is we, Taylor? We got your husband fired. That includes DOA. He's admitting he was doing that.
I will get every single one of you fired from every job that you have.
I will get every single one of you fired.
I promise you. I will get every single one of you fired from every job that you have.
I, as in DOA, as in Scott Hochstetter, will get
I will get
Matt
every
fired.
single one of you fired from every job that you have.
Taylor, he did do it.
You. I will get every single one of you fired from every job that you have.
Taylor, you claim he didn't participate in that.
Fired from every job that you have. We have an army of people helping us.
Army of people, huh? Taylor, was that you? Were you part of the army?
Army of people helping us. You have. We have an army of people helping us.
Mina, Taylor, Kenny, were you all part of that army? Huh? David B. Trucker Girl, Direwolf, y'all part of that army? Huh? The army that was going to get everyone fired, including my husband? And Laura FM had to put her 2 cents in. I was listening to the whole court case, and she is really sad and pathetic. I'm not sure what her intentions are, other than being right and addicted to Scott, like obsessed, sad and pathetic. No, honey, I wasn't sad and pathetic. This man came to my home twice. I didn't know him. He did not need to come to my home. So until you know the whole damn story, you need to keep your mouth shut, Laura FM. And again, I don't want any attention. I don't care about attention. What I do want is to let people know what Scott Hochstetter does to people if they protest, and he's a counter-protester. No one should come to anyone's home. I don't agree with that ever. I never will. DOA talking about his damn cat. All I ever said was the name Jazzy, and I said Jazzy Jambalaya.
Okay, do we watch Jalen is crying or do we watch Fawn? I promise.
We haven't watched the Jalen paper throw. Like it was, she deserves a couple minutes.
Okay, I hear you.
Let's not forget, too, that Mina was talking about my son, my grandson, and my daughter-in-law, who she had no business getting into that. I never said anything about her kids or her husband, but she interjects herself into that.
I hope you got the toss, though, because the tossing the paper so dramatically is perfect.
Okay, I don't it up still. Oh,
I have to.
Of course she does. This is Jalen, Scott. This is who's the latest RO drama with Scott. This is the one who got the RO because he went to her town to look at Christmas lights like 14 years ago.
Taylor, let's actually tell the truth. Because in 2024, he had already been here twice. In 2022, one time. In 2023. I never told him I wanted him here to see Christmas lights. In fact, I told him I did not want him here. He needed to stay away from me. Are you going to support a man who doesn't accept no from a woman? I got the RO in 2024, in June of 2024, because he did a video talking about us where he said he needed to be restrained to not come to my home again. And he kept saying in LA he was going to come here again in 2024. He didn't get served until December of 24.
And a week ago, he got the restraining order lifted because she's an idiot. And this is her reaction. She lives in Indiana, which is, I still think, is not right next to LA. Like, it's not next to California. So I don't.
Again, Taylor, clearly you don't know the whole story. He was saying he was going to come here again in 2024. I got the RO in June of 24. He was served December of 24. And we didn't have court until March 20th of 25.
I don't know why she's so terrified that he's going to look at Christmas lights again.
Again, Taylor, let's tell the whole truth. In 22, when he came here, he said he was going to protest. Then it was about his channel being taken down, and that if we didn't get those people to reverse those strikes, he was going to come to our home, hence the bribery. And I was terrified because I don't know who he is. He's a stranger coming to my home. And then I've got people online talking about flying here and that there would be 20 to 30 people here and that we were targets and that they were going to park down the road for a getaway. Yeah, I was concerned.
So this is her home.
See, the difference between these people like Taylor and Mina and Kenny and Taylor's wife, Hippo, or whatever she calls herself, they don't put themselves in someone else's shoes. I do. And to have people saying they were coming here and they were going to set up in our yard with cameras and watch us, that's frightening. That scared me. I was watching my cameras all the time. Our Christmas display is a walk-through Christmas display. I was concerned about children that were walking through. My own grandchildren who come here a lot. That's what I was concerned about and afraid of.
Note the Cracker Barrel-like decor. These wood are these wood planks or laminate?
Laminate.
Laminate, very wide. Is that real brick? No.
No.
And then there's a butter churn. Is that a real butter churn? Perhaps?
No.
No? It has a
No.
number on it. Oh, the number is 2. Do you think it's a poop bucket?
Oh, could be.
Yep, it has a 2 on it. And then there is a
It's a
chair.
1776 version because she's so proud her house looks like a 1776 cabin.
1800s. Primitive is 1800s.
Did they have lighting, electric lighting in 1776? Is there a broom back there? Is that a decorative broom? No. Is that an old chair? I have no idea. But there
No.
should be some kind of
It's a
blue.
repro.
Okay, so not Vaughn, Jalen. We all know who Jalen is, right?
I think
Jalen
everybody has an
okay.
idea.
Yep, as the lady who was part of the convoy.
Again, Mina, if you don't know the correct, true story, don't make shit up. I was never part of the convoy. We went to Bunker Hill at the end of May for a week. We were never part of the convoy. We never did convoys. Get your story right. Okay? It's ridiculous that you don't know the correct story. You just blab, blab, blab in your little shed.
Who was Oreo's like third girlfriend or whatever.
Thruple.
Maybe, Mina, you're listening to the wrong people and believing everything that they tell you because you're getting a lot of wrong information. For instance, Matt is Dustin's father. I've never been married other than the one time. I'm married to Matt. We've been together for 35 years. He's my high school sweetheart. I've only been with 2 people, so I really can't be called Skanklin, like some of your friends call me. My son did not inherit my grandfather's house. I did. There's another story that you have gotten out of context. You claimed that I told everyone that my grandson died before my daughter-in-law was able to. There's another lie. That was never on the internet because we were all there when my grandson died. You're making up shit. So my advice, quit making up stories. If you don't know the entire truth, keep your damn mouth shut. Let's see, what else can I think of that you have fabricated? Oh, you and your friends must be the ones that keep going around saying that Josh and I and Matt all have this thing together. It's disgusting. I am a Christian woman. I am not like that. I would never do that. So that's another disgusting thing that you've done. I've never said anything about your husband. I've never even said anything about your children. But yet you've interjected your damn self into my family life. My husband And yet you're such a good person. You're not a good person, Mina. You're a disgusting person. You sit in a damn shed and talk. I think the last important point I want to make is that, Mina, you used to be a counselor and you're sitting in your shed making fun of someone who has depression and anxiety, and I've had it my entire life because of bullies like you and people like you and your friends that sit around and make fun of people for the emotions that they are going through, for the trauma that they've had in their high school years that you don't even know about, yet you think it's funny. You're disgusting. And I also just want to bring up Taylor saying that he didn't have time to go into everything that I had done. I just want to know, what could I have possibly done that would make it okay for someone to come to my home and harass and stalk and call my husband's job, trying to get him fired, getting him demoted? What could I possibly do that was so bad that it would be okay for a stranger to come to my home and continue to talk about doing it again? Sorry, that cut off. I just want to know. Me sitting there watching Josh go the opposite way of where people were at, we were facing the road. He's turned sideways. Are you that dumb that you didn't realize that he's not even aiming towards them? That's why I laughed, because I knew you people were watching. Even doing that doesn't warrant someone coming to my home. There's no excuse for it. With that all being said, I'm going to end with, I don't know where my channel's going. This channel, God keeps telling me to let him handle the rest. I don't know what other truth I can put out there. I know the people that really understand what went on. They know the truth. I don't need to convince anyone else. I really didn't need to convince anyone to begin with. Just be careful. Anyone that goes out and protests, be careful of counter-protesters. This should never be done. People should be allowed to have freedom of speech and not worry about someone coming to their home or contacting their job or any of that. So, anyway, have a good day, guys. Watch for some fun videos with Matt and I on this channel. I did forget about that. Humor can also be helpful in healing and getting rid of anger and other emotions. So that's one thing that we will do on this channel. Just want to let you guys know to have a good day. Videos used today are fair use, and love someone out there. Be kind to someone, because you don't know what they're going through.